What's up, guys? And welcome back to another Tuesday night of Flight Club right here, man. Hope everybody's doing well. I am Jeff, and it's Jeff's Custom RC. Hope you guys are having a great beginning to your week. It is Tuesday, not Friday, but hey, it is what it is, right? We're all having a good time, and like I said, welcome to Flight Club, guys, and I appreciate all of you being here tonight. And if you saw the premiere that we put out earlier today, well, you guys all know we're going to have a special guest here tonight. And you also know we're going to have a giveaway. So it's going to be a good time, and I hope you guys will enjoy it. And basically, to let you know who we're going to have here, it is Dan Coelho, I believe is how it's pronounced. Dan will get me straight on that when he comes in. Dan is with RTL Fasteners, guys. We've been talking about these guys for couple of 3 weeks now to let you know they are a new sponsor to the channel, putting out some great stuff for your builds and things like that. So without further ado, guys, I'm going to bring Dan in and like I said, introduce him personally. Here he is. What's up, man? All right, is your audio on? Let me check your audio because I'm having a hard time hearing you.
What's up, Jeff? How you doing?
There you go. We got you now, man. I'm doing good, man. Hope you are. We gave this thing a dry run earlier, guys. Everything worked out good, but you got to love this kind of stuff. You never know till you come on live. So how you doing tonight, man?
I'm doing all right. I'm doing good, man.
Good deal. Well, I would like to welcome you to the show, as well as welcome you to Jeff's Custom RC, and I'm proud to have you guys as a sponsor to my channel, and for sending me out some awesome stuff. For we all in this hobby love screws, and who doesn't love a good screw, right? But again, guys, RTL has got you covered with anything you need. And Dan, I'm gonna let you step up, man, and tell them what you offer.
Yeah, well, first off, thank you for having me on tonight. Myself and behalf of RTL Fasteners, we're very honored to be here. I've been a longtime watcher of your show when it was time appropriate, and coming on board with RTL Fasteners and linking up with you has been a good thing. So we're very happy to be here tonight.
Thank you.
Again, very honored that you're having me on. And I mean, screws, man. We have everything you guys are going to need when you guys are building or assembling. As model builders and our flyers, just RC enthusiasts in general, you know that the fasteners that come with some of these products, they could be a bit subpar.
Yeah, and especially the flat heads and the Phillips heads. A lot of times you end up stripping them, especially if they're self-tapping and they get tight. You end up stripping the heads off of them. So I'm thrilled to see you guys having the hex head stuff.
Oh yeah. The hex head stuff is hands down the best way to go, right? I mean, I have my own personal opinion on the flathead screw in general. And shockingly enough, I found this out later in life that a Phillips head screw is best removed or installed with a flathead. So figure it out. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, come the hex head, it's you got to have it. I wish they would just make everything else obsolete. So.
Well, and I mean, again, I'll show you guys, and we'll get more into this too as the show goes on. But just to give you guys an example, this is basically I made this for myself, and Dan and the guys there at RTL sent me out a bunch of different fasteners, and these basically go from a number 2 5/16 up to a number 3 5/8, and they're all hex head. We've got the rubber backed washers here. We've got nylon washers. I mean, and T-nuts. I mean, guys, this is the way to go. And if you keep everything organized like this, when you run out of something, you'll know what to order. You got your website right here on the box with the phone number. And they send you all of these in individual packages, guys. So I just put mine on a box. They do sell these boxes on their website, as a matter of fact. And like I said, I just use clear packing tape on top of mine. And as you guys can see, that works really nicely. So, That's just me. I
Yeah,
get.
no,
I'm OCD
that's
for being organized, man.
no, that's great. And especially if you're a builder, or like I said, just a hardcore RC enthusiast, you kind of have to be. And for a long time, I think we had this conversation a while back. Um, I was doing the same thing. I had my own organizer and the servo screws, it's one of our hottest ticket items. The
Right.
servo screw. Rich, the owner, he claims that there's 1,000 uses for those things, and boy,
Oh yeah.
he is not kidding.
Yeah.
So yeah, having it organized, and I personally I do every couple months or so I'll go through there and restock the inventory because I'm always using the servo screws and the bonded washers. They're great items, as
Right.
well as everything else. But we do have the organizers for sale on our website as well.
Okay.
Um, and if you do purchase an assortment with an organizer, it does usually come with a recommended setup. So it'll
Okay.
kind of just tell you where to lay it out, and you can just tape that thing onto the back of the lid, and you'll always know what you have and where you can find it.
Awesome. Well, I mean, you know, I don't know about you guys, but these screws actually work well for all kinds of things on these airplanes, especially for putting on your cowls, big fiberglass cowls on your warbirds. Um, I mean, there's many uses for these hex head screws, as we all know. Now, a lot of guys, Dan, are, and this may be something I don't know if you guys sell or not. But a lot of guys on certain airplanes and the big jets like the AL-37 or the J-65, which I have both of, instead of opting for the hex head screw, some guys are using a big nylon thumb screw basically to put the wings on these planes so that when they go to take them apart for transport, they can just twist these out and take the wing off, and it just makes it easier.
Similar like a wing nut,
Well, it's actually it's just a nylon screw with a
knurling on
texture.
it.
Yeah, yeah, it's got a grip on it.
Okay.
You know? Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely. We do carry those. Matter of fact, before my stint with before coming on with RTL Fasteners, that's what I would do. I would get rid of the factory hardware
right.
because usually sometimes it was kind of like a butterfly screw
Yeah,
or and I'd get rid of that. And they have all the sizes you need for wing bolts, and they come with a knurled edge, and it's just a big hex head
yeah,
type
yeah.
socket head type screw
Right, right.
that's easy to grab.
Yeah.
You put a couple plastic washers in there, and you're good to go.
Well, that's
So
what's
yeah,
so
we do
nice. I
carry
mean,
those.
with these airplanes getting bigger and bigger, and guys, wanting to, they all come apart easy, and with guys wanting to transport them, easier. It's nice if you can take your fingers and take out screws and they're lightweight. You don't have to worry about adding weight to your plane
Yep.
with a metal screw. And it just makes it easy for taking apart and transport. So yeah, I mean that's an awesome thing.
Yeah, and in my case, heck, this was years ago. In my case, I replaced those screws, and I was actually after that socket head
Yeah,
because it was an awkward place to get my hand down
yeah,
into, but I could slip a ball driver in there, and it was money. So
yes, yes.
yeah, we
Um,
do carry all of those.
and I think on last week's show, somebody was asking as well if you guys sell the hex head wrenches and things like that, and if so, what sizes do you have on your website?
We do. So we carry the Bondis ball head drivers.
Okay.
They're one of our most popular items. We also have the extra long ball head
That's good.
drivers for those hard to reach places.
Yeah.
Um, Again, this was prior to me working for RTL. I wish I would have known that because I have the Top Flight FW 190, and the cowl mounts are from the front of the cowl
Okay.
all the way back. So, yeah, so we carry the ball drivers, the Bondus ball drivers. We have an assortment of hex keys. We have pretty much all the sizes that you're going to need
Awesome.
in metric and in standard.
That's
And
good.
we also have the Pro locks, which if you've ever taken a look at like a socket wrench and it has the little keeper ball in there, you press the button and allows you to slip the socket on. It's a very
Right.
similar system at the very end of the ball driver. So it holds that screw in place and you're able to send it out over a distance without it falling off.
Oh,
So,
that's cool. Well, that's nice, man. I mean, everybody loves good tools for a good screw. You know what I
yeah.
mean? You got to have it, man. I'm going to run down my list right here. Just do a quick roll call of all my guys that are in here hanging out and supporting us tonight. Let me back up a little bit here. We've got Eric Shadow Ops RC's in the house. Hangar 51. What's up, Kenny? How are you? Mr. Paul Hatcher, Jackson RC Aviation, LA Jeff, as I like to call him. Victor RC Jets, Great Scott RC, Max Air 420. Let's see who else we got in here. Like I said, I know I'm Craig Beaven. Um, let's see, going down the list here, guys. Mike Keller. Guys, thank you so much for being in here and hanging out with myself and Dan tonight. And we're going to have a giveaway before too long, guys. And what we're going to do is we're going to have a giveaway from Dan and RTL Fasteners. And once we choose the winner, we will send you guys over when you get a second to RTL. Dan's going to get everything set up and he'll tell you what you won. And you go over there and you can get with them and they'll set you right up and they'll ship it directly to you. So you can't ask for better than that, right?
yeah. So for all you guys out there watching, I am logged in on my laptop. So if you see me looking away, that's what I'm doing. I'm tending to the chat here and saying what's up to all you fine folks. I'm listed under Hangar 88. That's my personal channel. So if you see me looking away, that's what I'm doing.
Yep.
And yeah, we'll get to that. Let me get through the prize. We'll kind of talk about that here for a second.
Oh yeah.
And that's going to be the. Let me pull it up here real quick.
And I tell you guys, while he's doing that, if you guys have not checked out Dan's Hangar 88 Instagram, his Facebook, also check out RTL Fasteners on Instagram and Facebook as well. Give them a like, subscribe, and everything for Instagram. Be sure to stay up with what they got going on, guys, because they're having some good giveaways all the time, and it's pretty simple to enter. So definitely check out all those different social media outlets, guys, and be sure to like them up.
Yeah. With that being said, we do have a couple of giveaways going on right now. They're both for $50 gift certificates to the store. You can use them store wide on whatever you want. And the first one I posted on social media on Instagram and Facebook. And basically, it's your standard run of the mill sweepstakes, right? For those platforms.
Yeah.
Post a picture of one of your projects using RTL Fasteners. Give us a brief description. Tag a friend and like the post. And then come this Wednesday, we'll evaluate and see maybe who's got the most likes, and you're the winner.
Yeah.
The other one, which was set in motion by Tamara, the owner, is through our newsletter. And it's kind of the same concept. You just email a picture of your project to info@rtlfasteners.com. I'll post that in the chat. And same thing, just post a picture of your project, little brief synopsis of how you use RTL Fasteners, and you may have a chance to win $50 free to spend at our store.
There you go, man.
It's not hard, and it's free money.
Exactly. So, what do you guys? What do you got? What's the goodies for tonight that we're going to be giving some lucky winner?
So I'm going to post a link in the chat as well.
Yep.
Here, let me get to that. This is so for all you guys watching, please bear with me. This is the first time I've been on a YouTube live stream, so this is my 15 minutes of fame. Around here we call it Fresno famous.
Hey man, it's all good. We're all just having fun here, man. So there's no pressure here from anybody. We've got Mason in the house. We got Brian Chambers. What's up, man? I hope you're doing well. George Watts, how are you, man? Good to see you. A lot of our guys at our field already are using fasteners and things, because we have a lot of guys at our field that fly turbines as well as 50% scale warbirds and airplanes. So Yeah, they were all thrilled to see that I had a cool sponsor like this, Dan. So
Oh man.
yeah,
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, like I said, if you're into the hobby, if you're seriously into the hobby and you're a builder, or like again, just a hardcore RC enthusiast, chances are you've heard of RTL Fasteners.
that's right.
I came across them roughly 10 years ago, and there just really isn't anything that they carry that I can't find anywhere else.
Yeah,
And sometimes vice versa. They
yeah,
have stuff that I can't find anywhere else.
that's
So
right. Yeah,
I just stuck with them, and that's kind of how I'm here today.
yeah.
And I'll go into that too. But I just dropped the link into the chat there,
All right.
and if you guys want to navigate to that, that's cool. But I'll give you guys kind of a rundown. So it's all five sizes. You're going to get an assortment of all five sizes of the servo mounting screws.
Which are here.
You're,
These are
yep,
all these guys right here. All
they're the owner, Rich. He nailed it on the head when he said there are 1,000 uses for these screws. Um, Outside of the conventional uses of servo mounting, I've used them everywhere, man. I've held stuff together with them for gluing. Um, I secure all my hatches with them. They just make it a breeze to work on when you're out in the field. So you'll get all five sizes of those. You'll get an assortment of bonded washers, which that's kind of like the cherry on top when you're using these screws, especially with like a fiberglass cowl. It really dampens the vibrations of the motor, and it will save your cowl a bit. With that, we're
rubber
also
on
going to
one
send.
side and metal on another,
Oh yeah,
which is really
that
nice.
rubber is the vibration eater.
Yep.
And then we'll also send you some plastic washers for those sensitive areas.
Yep. That's like these are like nylon washers, guys. If y'all can see them, they're really nice.
I would bet a considerable amount of money that whoever wins this package, if you have not used the servo screws with the bonded washers, you will continue to use them, and it will be what I call a consumable, just a product that you're going to use all the time.
Yeah. Well, and especially, on a lot of our planes, all of them taking off, landing, you get a lot of vibration, especially on grass, which is what I fly off of. You can't get too much shock. Anything that takes shock away, you can't get too much of a good thing. You know what I mean?
Right.
Um,
Right.
and so I think it's awesome because it just really keeps all your stuff from vibrating loose so much, guys. It really does. Um,
Yeah.
so I think it's awesome. And what
Yeah.
we're going to do, when we get ready to do this, we're going to tell you guys how we're going to play this. As far as we ain't spinning no wheel or nothing like that. But we're going to tell you what to do, and then I'm going to look at the chat and we'll tell you who won, and then we'll get you straightened out into where you need to be. Um, and that way you can kind of get with Dan and everybody there at RTL, get you fixed up and get it shipped out to you, get you taken care of.
Yeah. So whenever you're ready to do that, we can do that. And basically, once that goes down, I'll post my email contact for RTL Fasteners in there,
Okay.
and well, we will contact the winner. How about that? I'm sure we
Yeah.
can get into contact with you. That's going to be the more feasible way. We will reach out to you somehow, some way, and we'll get your information and we'll send you out your package.
There you go. So basically, what I'm going to do, guys, I'll tell you how we're going to do this. I'm going to pick three random letters, okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to say go, and the 10th person to put in the three letters that I call out will be our winner. Now, the best way to do this is to put your keyboard on caps lock. That way you don't mess up and it's all capital letters. And like I said, I'm going to go back and look at the chat, and I'll know who the 10th person is to put in the initials that we call out. So, and I'm just calling out random letters. All right. So, are you ready, Dan?
Oh, I'm ready.
Okay. So, I'll call out the letters right now, guys. So, get ready to go. And it is SR. SRC.
SRC, you guys heard him.
SRC.
Look at Brian trying to get a jump on things.
Yeah, right.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah. That's
And
right.
here they come. Boom.
That's right. Let's see. We got one. Let me count. I'm trying to keep up with the count here now. Let's see. They're falling in here. All right, let's go back. All right, let me go back to the chat. We got one, two.
You called out 10th, right?
Yep. Let's see. I'm counting them out. Let's see. All right. Trying to go back and make sure I don't miss anybody here. All right. So Michael Reiska was number 1 in. So George Watts was number 2. Matt Scott was number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And JT Cannon is the winner and number 10 for tonight, guys. So congratulations to JT Cannon. Now, JT, what we will ask you to do, Dan, do you want him to send you an email or do you want him to reach out to the company?
I will. I'll post my email right now, and he can get a hold of me. I don't want him to post his email here.
Okay. All right. So JT, look for Dan's getting ready to drop email of his in here. So email him directly, and he will get you up and going. Let's give Carl a wrench here. Add moderator. All right. Thank you for coming in tonight, Carl. Okay. So again, JT Cannon is our winner tonight, and I appreciate all you guys for playing, man. I mean, it was a great time.
Yeah, good stuff right there.
Yeah, and that was pretty good way to do it, man.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know of any other way to do it live stream. That was pretty good,
Well, I mean, a lot of guys have the wheel they spin and this and that. And I mean, that's all good and everything. I mean, but this kind of keeps it random, you never know the way we did it. So I think it's pretty cool. So yeah, I think
I want to know how many fingers are cramping right now.
I know, right?
There was a second there, they all shot out.
Exactly. That's right. Well, like I said, I just appreciate all you guys for being in here tonight and hanging out with us.
Likewise.
And it's always fun. I'll tell you something, Dan, that's really funny. I picked up a project this past weekend that I was thinking about you yesterday, as a matter of fact, because I may need some certain things that you guys may have. I don't know. But I picked up from a friend of mine a 1910 cash register made by National Cash Register. And it is about a 200-pound cash register because it is all cast bronze. Okay. Mm-hmm. They're beautiful cash registers. You can't hardly find them anymore. He had it in his garage and he let me have it. And I'm going to restore it. It works great, but I'm going to restore it. And it's got a lot of tiny flathead screws that have to be removed. And I want to put it back as it looks, even though I hate a flathead screw. But sure. I'm gonna take it all apart, sandblast some of it, clean it up. I'll pan you guys around slightly so maybe you can see it sitting here. Let's see, that is it.
There it is.
See it. Yeah, it's right there. My camera may not sit still for me.
Ain't nobody running out with that.
No, I mean, it's 200 pounds of solid mass, dude. But the thing of it is, it's right here. It works incredibly well. It's beautiful. But it's basically, I think it was in some smoke damage possibly. So I'm going to get it redone, cleaned up, and get it looking really, really nice. And when I do, it's going to be a beautiful bronze color because I've already polished it in a couple of places, so it's going to clean up nice. These cash registers, once they are cleaned up and redone, they'll go for anywhere from $5,000 to $8,000.
Wow.
So I definitely want to possibly look into getting some different screws from you guys because I'm probably going to need it because they're tiny flathead screws.
Hit me up.
Yeah. So
I mean, $5,000 to $8,000. That's a lot of E-Flight Vipers.
Yeah. Well, hey, I mean, we got it. We got a little challenge going on with Bobby and Jeff on this one, and the Futura sitting over here as well. Um, we've just all got to get together to fly, man. That's the biggest problem right now. Is they may come to our fly in September the 24th. And guys, by the way, which brings me to another thing that we want to show you guys tonight. Um, Again, guys, when we have our fly-ins, we raise money by having great food, pilot registration fees, and we have raffles, and we sell a lot of tickets. And I have some incredible sponsors to my channel, such as RTL, Hobby King, 5280RC, ZoomRC.net. Um, I mean, just some great guys. And again, I got a package today, and I wanted to show you guys this. Um, this is actually from none other than RTL Fasteners. um, and we will be raffling off a nice starter set at our fly-in. And in this package, guys, we got a great letter here from, as you can see, RTL. And it goes on to say, Dear RC enthusiasts, that would be us, me, everyone there. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to share your club's next event. Um, this is an assortment, contains a variety of servo mounting screws, rubber back bonded washers, and nylon washers. It's a great kit to have at the field and any workshop. And if you have any questions, here's our website. And guys, what I'm going to do for our fly-in, I'm going to package this up just like this for our lucky winner. And it'll look really nice, and we'll present it just like this. But just to show you guys how nice everything comes here, everything's packaged in nice brown paper bags with everything that comes in it on the front. And they also sent us some really nice business cards and stickers, of which we will also hand out and use the day of our fly-in. And I was just going to tear into this bag, guys, and just show you how nicely everything is packaged so that when you get it, you'll know what you expect. Again, inside the bigger bag are two more bags. Each bag is labeled. These are a bonded washer assortment going from number 4s, number 6, number 8s. I mean, just a great assortment. And then in this bag over here are your servo mounting screw kit. And let's see, socket head washer kit. I mean, again, guys, just packaged really nicely, but it goes on from there. This is what really impressed me. Each one of these guys is done in an individual bag, right? Each bag is labeled, of which I put my label on my clear box, as I showed you, with some clear packing tape. But I mean, it doesn't get any more professional than this, guys. I mean, this is super nice. And yeah, I mean, just great quality, Dan. So
yeah, they do a great job over there. So a little history on myself and the relationship with RTL. Again, I've been using them for years as a builder and modeler myself. And I don't know, a couple months back, they sent out an email to all their customers, and they were looking for a essentially a brand ambassador. They weren't yet calling it that, but it was a brand ambassador position and a technical writer position. And
right.
So I don't know, I shot them an email and shot the shot, and one conference call later, here I am, and getting to know the company was very familiar. I've worked for small companies in the past prior to what I do now, and they're a small business with a huge impact on our hobby.
Right.
And they do a stellar job. And you can see that in the packaging they send and the products they sell. The customer service is great. And the owners, they're Rich and Tamara, they're a pleasure to work for. Just super, super nice people. So again, I have no problem doing what I'm doing, and it's
well,
good
and
time.
Again, it goes back to your smaller mom and pop, stores, guys. The more we can support these smaller hobby stores and hobbyists, the better off we're going to be, because they're fading away quickly. And I don't know about you guys, but I work on a lot of planes here in the garage, and I'll drop a screw, and it's amazing how it just falls into the abyss. And you can't find it. I mean, even with a magnet, I'll be down on my hands and knees crawling around, and I'm sure all of you have been there. And there's no need to do that. If you've got a good assortment of good screws that you need, guys, you'll find it later, but you can keep on with your build by just going to your box over here and getting what you need and getting back to where you were, and you're not frustrated. Um, so yeah, it's just, I think it's awesome to have an assortment of things like this on hand. Anyway, I think it's great. So
Yeah.
yeah. Um, and again, you see the pride that the company takes in doing this, and that carries me to, not only you guys, but ZoomRC.net, which is another great sponsor of the channel. Marshall over there sells all kinds of air and surface equipment for your cars, your trucks, your airplanes, tools. Definitely check him out as well. And then 5280 RC, guys, the True Fire burners to go in your jets, the True Blue burners, the red burners. I mean, Larry's doing a fantastic job over there. And that brings me to Hobby King, guys. As you see, the blue tape behind me right here. Again, I just want to reach out and say thank you so much to Hobby King and for Stuart. This, guys, was sent to me to give away as a raffle at our Warbird Classic coming up on the 24th of this month. And again, guys, that just helps us to raise money. And also, I want to thank Hangar 18 in Cary, North Carolina. Brian is the owner there. He's a Horizon hobby dealer. And Brian always donates a really nice kit or an airplane to our field as well. So, guys, we have some great stuff to give away each time we have a fly-in, and we generate a lot of money with the tickets, which goes right back into our club. And if you guys are ever in the area and you can come see the club in the field, we have a beautiful facility, super nice airfield and strip, clubhouse, just very, very nice. And anybody in the region.
Wait a minute. Wait. Hold the show. You have a clubhouse?
Yes.
That is amazing.
We actually have two. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Yeah. We've got really nice covered facilities. We've got electricity and lights that run all the way up and down both ends of our flight line. And I'm talking big LED floodlights, guys. They're not just little dinky lights. And we also have electricity underneath each floodlight with several terminals that you can plug in your chargers, any adapters you have at your trailers. If you need to power your AC, your 12-volt systems, we've got it. And we have some of the best food you'll ever eat at our fly-ins, from hamburgers to chicken to barbecue, you name it. We've got a little bit of all of it, guys. And our pilot registration fee is only $10, and you get a super nice big plaque representing the fly-in. And this one is actually the Big Bird / Warbird Classic. And when we say Big Bird, guys, there will be airplanes there that are 50% scale that are absolutely incredible and beautiful to watch fly. And we're talking not only prop planes, but jets as well, guys. And so if you're anywhere close to us in Kinston, North Carolina, set the date. We do have primitive camping where you can come in and set up your RV, your camper, and things like that, and hang out for the whole weekend if you choose. So, yeah, it's just a great time. Dan, I wish you were closer, man.
I know. I just had somebody on the chat ask me if I was coming to the HRRC in Suffolk. Man, I wish. Maybe one day. I'm just out here doing my thing in California.
Yeah.
Representing a really great company. And aside from that, my job really doesn't let me get away too much in the summertime. So,
well, you guys have been a little hot out there here lately too, hadn't you?
A little is an understatement. So I will apologize that I did not envision my first live stream being this is my son's bedroom. I commandeered his gaming PC. My initial thoughts were to do it in my garage where I do all my work and have my a plane's hanging up, but it's 115 today.
Wow.
And
God.
yeah, and I didn't even realize that it was going to be that hot until I was doing some last minute stuff yesterday. So the garage was out of the question. Yeah, it's hotter. It's hot out here. Let's put it that way.
I see my buddy Jeff NC84 is in the chat. He is with Bobby RC Plane Reviewer that you
What's up, Jeff?
spoken with, Dan. Those guys are great, and hopefully they'll come to our fly-in because we've got some good flying to do with these guys, man. And we've got actually a nice trophy made, Dan, that we're going to give away to the winner of the contest between the Viper 90 and the FMS Futura version 3.
That's got to be documented, right?
I know, right? It's going to be
It's
fun, and we've got a beautiful trophy that my friend Wayne has made. So, and there's actually a secret compartment in the trophy that we're putting money into, so the winner of the trophy can actually buy lunch for the other one. Okay?
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, there better be cameras rolling and radar guns pointing.
Yeah, and I think we're going to have a little bit more money than for a McDonald's Happy Meal or something. So
I smell steaks and it ain't even here
I'm
yet.
telling you, man. That's right. Well, my buddy Jeff, man, he's good to me. He got me a servo to go in this plane, and Jeff and Bobby are just great guys. We hung out at the last fly-in, and we flew our F-16s together, and they're just great guys, man. I've got to get their way and fly some as well too.
That seems to be a pretty big issue, I guess. I'm constantly struggling to fly with my buddies around here too, whether it's life or work schedules. It's just hard.
Well, I tell you, look, if you guys have not gone to Dan's Hangar 88 Instagram page, I encourage you to do so because my man is a very skilled person on builds. And if you could see some of the stuff he's doing right now, I would encourage you guys to go to his Instagram because he's got an awesome Instagram site. He puts up great content, and I'm trying to get him to go bigger with YouTube because your content is awesome, Dan, and your whole presentation is great. And I think you would kill it, man. I think you do very well.
Well, I appreciate that. I'm not a cameraman. I've tried a few. Matter of fact, I just released a couple of videos on my YouTube channel with this CY P47 project that I've got going on.
Yeah.
But I think you told me once that you just got to kind of get out there and do it and just keep doing it. And so I'm trying, but I get out into the shop and I'm so dead set on a challenge or a task that I sometimes forget to take even pictures.
Yeah. And I know. Look, my wife's on me all the time. Are you doing pictures? Are you doing video? I'm like, no. Well, why not? That's great content. I'm like, because I'm not thinking about it. I'm just.
Well, and my hat's off to you guys. You and a handful. I mean, there's a lot of creators out there on YouTube that I follow. By all means, I'm not taking credit for very much of anything that I'm doing. It's something that's been passed down to me.
Yeah.
But my hat's off to you guys, man. I tried it once. There was the pin hinge story. Had a buddy of mine who purchased a virtually brand new, I think it was a Phoenix 30cc P47. One of my other buddies had built it, and unknowingly he put the pin hinges in and didn't countersink them.
Oh, God.
No big deal. Yeah. So he posts it for sale, had never flown. My other buddy buys it and says, "Hey, can you mitigate this?" And I said, "Yeah, it's about a 20-minute job." And he's like, "Well, you got to do a video on it." And I'm like, "Well, that's where I got the idea. I mean, it's nothing new." So I spent from filming to the moment I was going to upload it, I had 8 hours invested in it, and I said, "Nah."
Yeah. Absolutely. And that's
the thing.
If you do decent videos, and I try to do at least decent. They're not incredible, but the editing process, if you've got a good cameraman now Wayne, my friend that flies with me, Wayne is an incredible cameraman. He can keep a jet or a plane pretty framed up. If you can do that like Jeff NC84 can do for Bobby, there's not as much editing because you've already got a great video right out of the camera. But if you got somebody that's kind of all over the place and they keep losing it, and you got noise and you got somebody else flying in the background, or yeah, it can take you a long time to get something done and put it together so that it looks presentable. So I mean, I get what you're saying, man. So
I mean, I live in a slow neighborhood, so try doing it one-handed when everybody decides to detour down your street. That's what I run
yeah,
into. So,
no doubt.
but I mean, without all that being said, I'm looking for a cameraman, guys.
There you go.
Drop me a resume.
Exactly, no doubt. I'm going to put a question up here. True Steel Matters was asking a question. He said, I'm trying to sell my FMS Avanti 70 due to the fact that I can't get it to rotate off grass field. Do you guys think the Futura will be a better choice? Well, Truth, let me just say this. I have the FMS Futura, and it flies incredibly well off of grass. I mean, it practically jumps off the ground. But now the Avanti, either FMS or Freewing, are both supposed to be really good jets. I've never flown either or. So the Futura, I can tell you firsthand, flies incredibly well and takes off just like that with no hesitation. So, and I personally think the Futura is a better looking jet than the Avanti, but that's just my 2 cents. So, yeah. And anybody who wants to comment, please, by all means, comment.
Well, truth still matters. If you're still selling that Avanti, let me know.
There you go. Hey, man, it's not the airplane; it's the damn shipping. You know what I mean?
Oh, I know, right? You know, that's I went over to my buddy's house the other night. His Charger kind of was doing something funky, and so I took mine over there yesterday, and we were talking about all these neat planes that are always posted up for sale on Facebook.
Yeah.
And, you know, they're priced right, and you click on it, and us being in California, they're always like on the East Coast or,
right.
You know, a 1 day plus drive. And it sucks. The shipping sucks right now.
Yeah. Well, and I think that FMS, they just opened their facility in the States. And if my Futura came out of Tallahassee, Florida, which means that they're, you know, right here on the East Coast. I got it in a matter of 3 days. And I predicted the day I ordered it that they would sell out. And within a matter of, I think, 2 days, they were gone just like that. So I don't know if they're back in stock yet or not. But I can honestly tell you that the Futura is amazing. Now, I personally wish that they would get the Viper here in the States that FMS makes, because it is just like the E-Flight Viper, but it's a better color scheme, I think.
Hands down.
About $40 or $50 cheaper, and it's the same jet. So they just don't have it in the States yet.
I mean, do you think they have some sort of an agreement with E-Flight on that?
I don't know. I mean, I can't.
That's kind of what I've always thought.
Well,
because I've reached out to them on social media, and I've wanted that Viper as well.
Yeah.
And they won't sell it.
Huh. So can you not get it from like RC Castle or somewhere like that?
Full disclosure, I haven't really looked that hard.
Yeah.
I kind of just reached out to them, and they said they wouldn't sell it in the U.S. And so that kind of led me to believe that maybe they have some agreement with E-Flight, because essentially it's the same plane. It just looks better.
Yeah. Well, now RC Castle, they sell a lot of the same stuff, and I've ordered some stuff from them and gotten it in a matter of a week from China. So I can't complain. So I would definitely look there, because that's where a lot of this stuff's coming out of. And RC Castle not only sells some FMS stuff, but they sell Freewing. They sell the X-Fly. So yeah, I mean, they've got a lot of stuff, and you can get it sometimes a little cheaper. It might take you, a little more time to get it, but sometimes the plane is cheaper, Dan, but you'll pay shipping. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, hands
down. So
down.
that by the time you get the airplane, you might spend $50 more, but you actually get the plane a lot cheaper, and you pay the shipping. So it's
almost a wash.
Exactly. Yeah, I think the X-Fly J65 that I have, You could get it for, by the time you got it from China to here, it was $50 more, but you got it 6 weeks sooner than everybody else had it.
And sometimes that's the difference.
Exactly. So it's just a matter of what you want to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, that Viper by FMS is beautiful. But yeah, that Futura is incredible from start to finish. I can't say enough good things about it. And for $389, it is a hard airplane or jet to beat for the price. So
So I am a beginner EDFer. Um, my first EDF, man, I think I flew it for the first time a couple months ago, maybe a month ago, was the Habu STS.
okay.
It was gifted to me by a good friend. Um, and so that was my kind of introduction to EDFs. How is that for a beginner?
I mean, it's a great flying jet. It's not bad at all. It's very well behaved, but it also has the ability to scream if you want it to. It flies great slow. If you, I fly in medium or high rates. In mid rates, it's very forgiving. In high rates, it's very twitchy and rolls super fast. Now, I tell you, my first EDF, and I still have it and I still love it, was the Freewing F86. Um,
Hmm.
that is a super nice jet, and they've actually upgraded the power system on that jet from the original one that I have. And it flies even faster and better. And I fly it off of grass, so it does very well on grass as well. But it's just got a beautiful sound to it. It sounds incredible, and it's a super nice jet for the money. I mean, so I'm partial to the F86. Says if you want something that's warbird scale, not a sport jet, and I like military jets as well. So that's a good one.
Yeah, yeah. That's the funny thing with me is when it comes to piston driven or prop planes, for the electric guys out there, I'm a big Warbird guy. I love Warbirds.
Yeah.
There's some civilian models that I don't mind either. But when it comes to the jets, man, the sport jets for some reason just do it for me. I enjoy the Warbird as well, but the sports jets, I don't know.
Well, now
Um,
I can tell you the Stinger 90 by Freewing is up here in my rack. That is one of my favorites. But I upgraded the EDF to a bigger EDF, a higher ESC, so she'll scream. But the stock on that jet, that Stinger 90, is not bad either. It's a pretty fast jet. But this Viper 90, my friend Bobby has clocked this jet. He and Jeff have clocked this jet at 155 miles an hour.
Come
Um,
on.
and it's a very forgiving jet as well, and it flies very well slow, as long as you don't stall it. It's very good characteristics. But the Futura, it just looks nasty. It's got that whistle to it. It sounds good. It looks good. Um, so yeah, I mean, now the Havoc is another good one, but now it'll scream, and you got to be on your game to fly it, because it's really fast too. But I'd say all in all, this Viper 90, if you're looking at a big 90 millimeter, fast but yet flies slow, very well behaved jet. If you watch the videos on this jet, a lot of people just give it super thumbs up all the way around.
Nice.
They're proud of it though. It's
Yeah.
$650.
Yes, they are. Yes,
So
they are.
yeah, and I mean, again, I would change a couple of things on it if I had my ruthers. But for $380, the Futura, it's hands down to me. So that's just
Yeah.
that's just
I don't
me.
know. I think that the Futura looks really good. Like the C-Bar designs look really good.
Yeah,
I've just been a fan of the sports jets, and I don't know why. I've never really flown any. I just think
yeah.
they look cool. So
Well, and they
cool.
do, and typically your Futuras, even in the big turbine models, fly incredibly well, even at low speeds. You put the big flaps down, and those things will just creep by. And I mean, some of the guys will almost touch the grass coming by with them. Um, so yeah, the Futuras, the airframe is just a good quality flying airframe, no matter the size. So yeah, I would definitely highly recommend the Futura, especially for the price.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
that might be the next purchase when it comes to an EDF.
yeah.
All this stuff is like a gateway drug,
Oh, no kidding, man. Hey, but at least we're not buying drugs. I mean, so
You know what? Yeah,
I mean,
people have often asked me how I get away with doing what I do, with being married and having kids and stuff. And my wife, she's chimed in plenty of times and said he's not at the bar and he's not out on
that's
some
right.
street corner. So,
That's right. Well, and any
it's good.
hobby, whether you play golf, whether you boat, whether you fish, whether you hunt, there is no hobby out there that's not going to cost you money, and it's going to be repetitive money. It's not just one and done. It's constant money if you're going to stay into something that you're doing. You know what I mean? So, which one is the easier to land between the Viper 90 and the Futura? I would say that's a coin toss because both of them are super easy to land. They both come in very nicely. The Futura, I can come in just about dead stick with no flaps. Thank you, Tim. Bless your heart, man. I appreciate that so much. But yeah, the Futura, I can just about dead stick it with zero flaps and it lands great. The Viper 90, from what I understand, same thing. It flies incredibly well and lands. I've not made mine yet because I just have not had time. But Jeff and Bobby just give it nothing but praises. So I think it's going to be great. So yeah, I wouldn't worry about which one lands better because I think they're going to both be great for that. Snow River says, waiting on FedEx to drop off my new 50 millimeter Habu. Awesome, man. Let's see. What else? Who else we got in here?
Hey,
Yeah.
just a heads up. I
Yeah.
know some of the guys were talking about it in the chat earlier. My wife also texted me about it. And we're probably getting ready to wrap things up. But if I black out for some reason,
Yeah.
I'm in California. It's 170 degrees out here, and
Yeah.
we're having like rolling blackouts or something. So
Yeah.
if I disappear.
So in other words, you don't want to be charging your electric car at the same time, right? I had to throw that in there, Dan.
No,
I had
hey,
to, man.
do it. It's so ridiculous, man.
I mean, you set me up for that one, man. I had to get. You might not want to charge your damn airplane right now. You know what I'm saying?
If you're in California, don't charge your airplane or your car. Combustion engines are going to be out.
Yeah, exactly.
So deal with it. Take
That's
up
right.
basket weaving or something.
Right on. But yeah, but no, a couple of guys have asked me about the box from Hobby King. Guys, that is the Durafly Spitfire from Hobby King, the latest release they just came out with. And I will be doing a video of this airplane and flying it before we give it away at our Big Bird Warbird Classic. So again, how appropriate to give away a Warbird, and that is a beautiful airplane. And there's Stuart did some videos. I know Jeff and Bobby did a video on it. So yeah, it's a great flying airplane, guys. So if you haven't seen it, go over to some of the channels and watch the videos. But I will definitely have one coming before we do the giveaway. So I just got it in this weekend, so I'm excited about that. So and Jeff NC84, he says the Viper 90 hands down. Well, Jeff has not flown the FMS Futura yet. So that is the challenge we've got going on, man. I love you, Jeff. I can't wait to get up with you, man, and just have a good time. I'm looking forward to y'all. Better come on the 24th, as a matter of fact. I hope you'll be around.
Yeah.
So yeah, guys. So we're gonna let Dan get out of here, and I'm gonna let you guys get to your families and do your thing for tonight. We've been on for almost an hour, and again, I'd like to say congratulations to JT Cannon. Please get up with Dan, and you guys correspond and collect your prize at RTL Fasteners. And Dan, I can't thank you enough, man, for coming on tonight and just hanging out with us and telling us about everything you guys have to offer.
Oh, it was my pleasure, man. Like I said, I was honored to be here. Been watching your show for roughly 2 years now when I can. And it's always a good time. It's always a good time. So thank you.
Hey, buddy, anytime. You're welcome here anytime, and that's what we do, man. We just have a good time, and like I said, it's just plain talk. It doesn't get any easier than that, and I just appreciate all the guys that show up here every Tuesday night and just have a good time bantering and talking and keep them going. So document it, guys. RTLfasteners.com. Check them out. Go to their website. Check out Hanger88 on Instagram, Facebook, social media. Check out all these places, guys, and like them, subscribe so you know what's going on. Get you some stuff from RTL Fasteners, and let them know that you're looking at their stuff, guys. Leave a comment, say hey, reach out, and yeah, I mean, just let them know you're glad to see their product coming your way. So
yeah, and for all you guys out there, be sure you guys use Jeff's codes on the marquee
yeah,
down there.
that's
You
it,
know,
man.
hook them up a little bit. And if you guys have any questions whatsoever, look back through this chat. I've posted my email address. Get a
Yeah,
hold of me, and we'll hook you up and get you straightened out.
that's right, man. I mean, so you can't ever have enough good screws.
Yeah.
You know,
Hey, and you know what? Don't get screwed. Go with the best.
that's right. And if you haven't seen the back of this month's AMA magazine, guys, go to the very back cover and check out the nice, beautiful ad that RTL has in there, man. It's got everything, their website, but it is a super nice ad. And check it out. And I will show you guys this too, real quick. Let me throw this up here. As you guys can see, this is the phone number. It is the website. Don't overpay for a good screw, right? That's what it should have said. I mean, really. But definitely check them out, guys. And let them know you saw it here. Let them know you saw Dan and talked to Dan. And, you know, yeah, definitely show the love, guys, and the appreciation. And so I'm going to let you guys get out of here tonight. And as always, Dan, thank you again. And we'll be talking more. Stay with me once I hit the end on this. I'll be right back with you. And guys, I will see you next week right here, same time, 8:30, Flight Club, Jeff's Custom RC. I'm Jeff. And as always, thank you guys for being here. And we'll see you next week.